Niger Nerds.
Hello and welcome to Nine Just Geeking Out. This is episode 268 with us. Red the regular is unfortunately absent as usual. It's like it's regular for him to be absent at this point, but it's good.
That's the only regular thing about him. His
Uh,
absence.
Yeah. What cakes? How are you doing?
it's too harsh. I'm good today. I'm good. Yeah, it's been quite the week. How's your side?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's summer. The sun is out.
I know.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Dapo, how are you doing?
I'm fine. What you call this cold weather? You call this summer, mate? I'm coming from where there's proper heat. Don't be giving me this
I'm talking about good
measly
countries, not that
25, 27.
this is talking about good countries, not that godforsaken island that nobody wants to live in.
No, I'm not talking about the island. The island 27. I'm coming from a
No,
place
you
of
went
40.
somewhere. You went
Yeah.
somewhere.
I was
Mm,
basking in 40 degrees,
what's
mate.
it is?
Like a hoe. He was just out there. Some sheiks flew him out. He said, he
Mm,
contacted him on Instagram. Do you want to come over? We'll just hang
mm,
out, chill out. We'll just pop
yeah.
some bottles. He trusts that one now. No, they hear that kind of thing.
Just in case there's any gullible people out there, I was not flown up by any shakes because I don't want any allegations of me doing some kind of activities that are known to happen in certain areas.
Why are you denying activities nobody accused you
Exactly.
of,
I
Taco?
know.
Exactly.
Like, you're
Well,
preemptively
Uh-uh.
denying what nobody has said yet.
I'm heading this up
Carried
at the
him into
curve.
the desert.
But they carried you to the desert, right? And things happened. So
I
it's
went.
all
Exactly.
good.
That's all you need to say.
I went with my family.
Things
That's
happen.
it. Let's make it very clear.
Oh yeah, welcome back. We are glad you're back in one piece. But yeah, um, for today we are taking a look back at Fantastic Four and Superman, and talking about what are the kinds of books for people who just watch the movie and they want to get into the book. What kind of books we want to recommend for you to go and read, and we'll talk a bit more about some of the books and story arcs we're recommending. Also, before we get into that, we have some news. First
Yes.
of all, just the box office watch for both movies. Superman is currently at 578 million, and I think it's coming out of cinemas in about 3 weeks. In August 26th, is officially going to. Well, it's not coming out, but it's officially going to streaming by then.
Okay.
So we are looking at it.
Superman, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I think we're looking at between 630 to 670 million
Okay.
thereabout for his total lifetime gross, which is being optimistic
Yeah. Yeah.
at the most that year.
Yeah.
Which I think it will give. Who is the closest to that?
In terms of
The
Our
bets,
our
predictions.
predictions.
Yeah.
I need to pull it up. I will find
Yeah,
it
I
out.
can
yeah.
always bet if whoever's the lowest
He's the
amongst
lowest
us.
person that is
Yeah.
which shows how optimistic we were about this particular
So
movie.
I think if I remember, I think I was about 1.2 billion.
Yeah, I was 1 billion.
But I do remember telling Kex that
That
I meant by half. But let's
Jeez.
carry
yeah,
I mean, if we say 650,
on.
yeah.
Oluwole is the closest, but this was after
That's the
the
movie, so it
movie had
doesn't
come
count.
out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't. I said 800, but even that is much higher than this.
Way more. What did Red say? Was it 900? Because I
9.
got 9. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
900.
you were the closest.
I
So
was the
yeah,
closest, but I don't even count it as a win because I'm
yeah,
like,
because we're off.
it's too off.
Yeah,
200 million is a lot.
yeah.
Is a 150 million. It's a lot.
So
I
what,
remember immediately I saw the movie,
Um,
I said, nope, it's not making any of the numbers we predicted for it.
I,
But
I
yeah,
need to I need to ask, like, what would make a $1 billion Superman movie?
see, this
I'm not even trying to
Superman.
be funny, but I'm
No, no,
like,
no.
they've given us a very heavy, epic Superman movie in Man of Steel. Very honestly, genuinely, it's an epic film,
Yes.
and they've given us a lighter Superman film, which is what we clamored for.
Combine
But
both of
somehow,
them.
yeah, but
They overcorrected.
how would you do that though? I
so
See,
don't
so
disagree.
so okay,
How would
I
you do
agree
it?
today. You need both. You need a merge of both.
Yeah.
How would you do it?
So reduce the fight in Man of Steel.
Reduce the fight.
Reduce the fight. increase the tone, bring more of the discussions and these things we liked in this movie to Man of Steel, remove some of the more nonsense elements about us.
Which discussion do we like in this film? Not even trying to be
Not
funny.
Superman and Lois, the
Yeah.
reporter, that
12 minute
conversation.
Yeah.
It's 12
Yeah,
minute conversation. But
that
okay.
conversation. So bring that conversation here.
Can I be honest with you?
You didn't like it?
No, not that. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. But
Yeah.
if you say that, it feels like we are doing. I cannot believe I became a Man of Steel apologist, but it feels like we're doing Man of Steel a disservice because the whole sleuthing that Amy Adams did, and where she was having those internal monologues, and she was like, "How do you find a man who
Yeah.
doesn't want to be found, who goes
Yeah.
around doing all this?" Like we say, like that film was dismissive of somewhat like look
I'm
at the
not.
dream, look at or
Yes.
the dream sequence,
You
or the conversation around, do you sacrifice the whole of Krypton
for this.
for the Earth and this person? Because essentially, the key to rejuvenating, resurrecting Krypton was in this child, and they were
Yeah.
trying to extract it and then put it on this planet and fertilize this planet with these Kryptonians. Now, do
See,
we?
Right. So
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Can I
I
tell
feel
you
like
my
there's a
can,
conversation.
can I tell you my take?
Mm,
You take Man of Steel
mm.
exactly how it is, exactly how that story is.
Okay.
You remove Cavill,
Mm-hmm,
you put David Cornsworth
mm-hmm,
with his kind of
mm,
disposition.
mm.
You keep the Zod people the way they are.
Yeah.
I
How about
also
you?
I also remove Amy
Yes,
And put
yes,
and
Rachel.
put Rachel there.
yes.
Yeah.
I see it. I
To
see the vision.
me,
I see the vision.
you're moving to a billion.
I see the vision.
Yeah.
I see the vision.
I agree with that. No, but I think you are doing Amy a disservice. She's a
I
fantastic actress.
she's
She
better
could have
than
done it.
Rachel. But
Yeah, she
she's
could have
not
done.
a
She could have
better.
done.
She's not a better Lois Lane.
No, I'm saying that if Amy was given the part of Rachel, she would have killed it. Like if it was Amy that was
I
casted
get
as
you.
Rachel
But you
in
know
this
something
movie,
as
yeah,
well. You know something that
yeah,
hurts as well. There was no chemistry between.
Yeah.
between her
Cavill
and
and
yes,
Amy
yes,
Adams.
At all.
yes.
So
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
it was two people that they clearly had chemistry together that they put
That
together.
they put
to
together.
Okay,
create a story.
I want to take it a step too far and tell me
Ah.
if it's a step too far.
Always.
No. Do you bring in the dog?
I could do without the dog.
Okay. No, fair enough.
don't- I don't
Even I
mind the
felt
dog.
it might be. Yeah, but will it fit that storyline?
I could do without the dog.
No, if I turn in that storyline a bit upwards,
Yep.
I would actually add the dog.
It wouldn't. So sorry to interrupt, right?
Yes.
I think it wouldn't because we come to both these characters at two different points in their journey.
Correct.
So-
yeah.
Man of Steel is just starting. He's just
Yeah.
coming out into the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
We are just meeting him. So, but this one, he was already established as
Yeah, that's right.
I don't
yeah,
sabi me.
yeah.
You might not know say I get doggo, but I did picture already. So how would you bring this Man of Steel here and his this dog of steel? Like, I just feel like
If found him in the what's this thing called, or maybe at the end as a post credit.
Just a one-off scene. Maybe.
oh, yeah.
At the end, at the post credit. Like,
Okay,
oh,
okay.
in this thing in this ship, there was a dog there or something.
Yeah.
There was
Okay,
a this
okay,
thing.
oh,
Yeah.
Not
And
as
it-
prominent a part
No,
as
not
it
as
did
prominent
in-
as
Yeah,
as it
yeah,
did in this movie.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So from what we are saying, we like the Superman, but we don't like the story in this in this movie.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. I actually like the story,
Yes.
but the story was not epic. It
was not epic
was
enough.
not epic enough to make 1 billion. This was
Yeah.
a day in life kind of story.
Of
It wasn't. It didn't have the
Scale.
of a
Yeah.
billion. Yeah.
I cannot believe I became that person for Man of Steel. But
I've always
mean,
been that person, so I'm glad you're now on my side.
I'm
Well,
shocked.
So as I've always said,
Mm.
technically, Man of Steel was a good film, but I said I just did not like it as a Superman
The
film.
Superman that they
Yeah,
gave.
that was always been my issue
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even just like I haven't watched. I genuinely haven't watched this film in like maybe 5-6 years.
Yeah.
But I'm remembering things like a good death is its own reward. Like things like that. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
then again, some like really
The lines were there.
the lines,
Yeah.
even the what was something the something drive, or was it? Not the world engine.
The world engine, yeah.
Not the world engine.
The
The
thing that he
thing,
puts
okay,
in.
Yeah, that you put in. Yeah, the key.
yeah,
That
the
you
key,
put in,
yeah.
Yeah.
and to create the whole wormhole. I was like, man, this will
There was
get
a lot of thoughts
yeah.
went into that movie. Like we saw a new world being
But
created.
but you know what I'm thinking of now. As I talk about this, I'm thinking of, you know how someone was crashing through those buildings.
Yeah.
And I cannot imagine that was Coinsword and his reaction to the deaths he's causing on his face. That alone would be epic. I mean, like the emotion he would.
He would be.
But remember
absolutely
in this chorus where they had the same thing and they just ignored it. They did jump and pass.
Which
Where?
one?
In this movie, in Superman movie, it was crashing through buildings. It was lasering buildings, but they would do jump and pass. They did the standard comic book.
No. In size, he was saying, "It's about okay." I remember he saying, "Are you okay?"
He said no. He said
I was
yeah.
gonna-
there'll be a
Which
scene.
part
There'll be a scene where we'll say everybody okay.
Yeah.
But there are other scenes where the fight is moving too fast. When he was fighting the Hammer of
Yeah,
Bolivia.
but what
and
I'm
the
saying
fight
is,
moving too fast.
in Man of Steel, if they put in the guy, they would have to show him reacting
him do
to
that,
deaths.
yes.
Because
Yeah,
remember,
yeah,
people are dying. It was not hidden. People are dying.
Oh yeah,
in
that would
Man
have
of Steel.
been.
It was clear.
There's
that
been
people
a
were dying.
tragedy
Yeah,
in
yes.
that part of like the fight is going long, but
Yes.
it's no longer about the fight. It's about
Yeah.
how Superman is reacting to the fight.
Yeah.
So by the time that scene comes up, it's like everybody's already on board
Yes.
with
Yeah.
it happening. So,
Yeah.
Can you imagine Zod smashing Superman, console Superman, and he flies through a building and he flies through bodies?
This face will change.
It would even just the fact that he's flying through there, and we don't necessarily have to see the
The
invisible
body,
eye,
but we'll see the
but we
face.
can
Yes.
tell that he's
Yes.
like
He's in pain
devastated, like,
about this,
traumatized.
what am I doing?
Yes.
what is happening here.
And
Because
then that, in my view, would
would
justify
sell the death scene.
any next snap in the end.
Yeah, because by the next snap you'd have gotten to like there is the audience is with you.
Yeah.
Like, there is no other way
Yeah.
for this to happen. Chai, so this is how they messed up Man of Steel.
Yeah, I think
But
because
that's
yeah,
fine.
we're quite optimistic. Okay,
Yeah.
now that's
But,
for now
yeah.
on, that's-
But audience, if you have any ideas around this, let us know in the comments as well. Let us hear your thoughts on that
How can we make a 1 billion Superman movie?
Superman
Is our
movie.
question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, but moving on to Fantastic Four,
Yep.
it's at 434 million on a budget of 200 million, but it's still
Is that even is that profitable yet?
People they will say no. They
no
will say
because
2.5,
of
right? I think that is the
2.5.
yeah,
It's
that's
2.5,
what
right.
and,
Yeah, you need to
So
look
so
at
he needs to hit 5. Is that 500 then?
yeah, 500.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's possible for it to hit 500.
I think
But
can
we-
live
if-
But not much more than that.
Not much more than that.
maybe 501. No, 501 million. No, 501. 500 million and $1.
But did you expect this movie after watching it to make more than this?
More than 501.
hope.
Yes.
I hoped.
More than 501.
I hoped.
To be honest, I mean, I was expecting Superman to do 800.
No, I'm saying that after you watched the movie.
Yeah, no,
after
even after watching it, I was still expecting to do more than 5. Oh, come on. I was thinking 700 sides. That's what I was still thinking, even after
I
watching it.
wasn't confident.
But when I started seeing people's reaction, even when we watched Superman, and
Yeah.
there was lack of enthusiasm to go and watch.
FF4. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
to
Okay,
go and watch FF. You know, remember when we were there, we said, "Now, who's watching FF?"
remember.
And like only
Yeah.
one or two people were saying they were going.
Yeah.
So I said, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You know, it's. Yeah.
I mean, I could tell that this movie is not the summer blockbuster that people wanted. Yeah,
It's an
And
indie, almost an indie.
it felt
Heroes, yeah.
very much like a slightly more expensive Thunderbolt. I was like, this is a good film, but we'll not see.
It's
people
almost
not
the
see
same
it.
budget as Thunderbolts, actually.
Remember the same one?
It's the same budget as Thunderbolts.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah.
It's the same budget as
I'm not
Thunderbolts.
surprised.
200
Yeah,
million.
yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, they crafted this world, but I was like, I don't know if
Because to
people
be honest,
are
if you look at the action
buy
scenes
into
overall,
this.
Thunderbolt has more.
Than this,
Yes,
yeah.
like I said,
Yeah.
F4 had
Thunderbolt has
little-
more.
too
I
little
mean,
action, but
the action in Thunderbolt, you might think, oh, it's just fighting hand to hand, but
Yeah.
it's too expensive to do those kind of scenes.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
But, and funny enough, this is the kind of movie I've said I wanted to watch.
Yes, same.
Yeah,
Same.
that this is the movie I want to
Same.
watch. This is the kind of superhero stories I want to be told. It's not told to the level I want, but it's like
Same.
this is the direction I'm wanting my story. But if you're not making money from this story,
That's that's the biggest
do
issue.
we go back to the
Yeah, but to be honest,
popcorn flicks?
no, but to be honest, even if they make this pop-up fix, there's no
Yeah.
guarantee they make the money anyway.
I
No,
think they will.
So here's the thing.
Deadpool and
There's no
Wolverine.
guarantee. There's no
No,
guarantee.
no, no.
Guarantee.
So,
You're right.
no, so let's forget them and Wolverine. I could almost say there's almost no, based on the level of the previous film, that film was always going to be, the and Wolverine was going to be a smash.
No. See, if Deadpool and Wolverine was like Fantastic Four, it should
was,
have failed.
no, it wasn't going to be like that. So there was something input already into Deadpool. This is something they built up for 2 years. These are the Wolverine is the most famous, most wanted, popular mutant, whatever. Deadpool, people have been waiting for this for ages. It was almost self-built, and the nostalgia mining in this, it's almost on the level of No Way Home. I always thought, remember I said I always thought this was bulletproof. That film was always in my, but if you take a film like Thunderbolts, these are new characters, almost generically new. There's nobody's expecting it.
So
FF has done 3 or 4 times. They were all okay. There was no real. Superman had the most appeal of all those films coming this year in terms of
so
recognized name. Yeah, go on.
I'm
I
thinking
just-
of something in terms of
Yes,
the
yes,
movie
yes,
itself.
yes.
In terms of the movie itself.
Okay. Yeah.
In that these three Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and Superman,
Yep.
they are not doing something. How would I put? Let me use, for a lack of a better word, gang stick
Yep.
in the movie
Correct.
that goes, oh, you need to see this in the movie.
Yeah,
That
I don't think any
most-
of us are.
that most superhero movies have. They are doing a great story,
Yeah.
but there's like Iron Man. Everybody wants to see how cool Tony Stark is. Like when Tony Stark was flipping the plays and things like that, and blowing things in the back. Like there are some scenes that strike you as you're watching the movie. that, oh, this is a scene to watch on the big screen.
So,
Yeah.
But
so,
like
so,
from-
so,
from-
so,
yeah.
here's the dilemma here. And I'm going to use FF as an example. I
Yeah.
was going to say Thunderbolt, but no, FF is the best example.
Yeah,
They could have done something against it.
yeah.
It would probably add another 100 million to the budget,
It would have.
which now becomes a debate. Okay, are we going to risk this and not make that 1 billion,
Money back.
or,
yeah.
or let's just play safe and do our 200 and
Yeah.
just have a
And
good
get our
film?
money back. Yeah.
Yes. So
That balance is what is
yeah,
that-
it's
I would
yeah.
I would rather go the path that they've taken rather than risk an extra 100,
Yep.
thinking that it will give you.
the push.
If you risk
Yeah.
100,
Yeah.
you have to make 250
Yeah.
based on the maths that we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think that an extra 100 would
100.
have gotten them 250.
It can't guarantee it.
Yeah, it couldn't have. I don't even think
yeah.
it would have. I don't even
Oh
think
no,
it
no.
would have. Because-
It depends on what that 100 million was used to do.
used to do.
Okay, I'll give an example
Yeah.
now. That 100 million, they would either use it for, and I'm just spitballing here, or maybe they do action scenes
Yeah.
or negative zone scenes
Yeah.
or microverse or something like that, just something different to show us something. It feels a lot like stuff that we've either seen in Quantum Mania or we've seen in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
I don't think.
So you don't think there's anything new
No,
that
that's
you
not what
can
I'm saying.
bring?
That's not what I'm saying, because
Yeah.
first of all, I want to break everybody's head that has watched Jurassic World Rebirth. I want to break all their heads because somehow that film has made 700 plus, and that film cost 200 and something.
Has there been any film
25.
from that franchise that has not made money?
That entire franchise is just a money printing
I need
machine.
you to understand.
I
There
hate
was- I need you
I
to
hate that franchise.
No, you don't hate that with me.
I despise, like, I would never
can't
pay
hate
money
that as much
to
as I
watch
do.
that franchise in my
You can't,
life.
you can't hate as much as I hate. I think the day I realized that this world, Galactus needs to destroy this world. There was one that came out that cost 430 million,
I made
And he
money.
made billion.
made 1.3 billion.
Yeah.
Ah,
You see,
How?
they've milked that whole dinosaur love.
and it's the same stupid
Same story,
story.
same story.
It's the
They're
same.
not,
Dinosaur
they're not even bothering to be
There
clever
are
with
kids
stories.
involved.
Cannot
There's no
call-
quiz.
Yeah.
Like, see,
But I will be a hypocrite
yeah.
to abuse that franchise, knowing my love for the.
Aliens.
Huh?
Aliens or what?
No. Almost like a Brotherhood franchise to the dinosaur ones. My King Kong,
Fast and Furious.
my Godzilla love. So that's why I'm hesitating. So because it's almost
Even
there's almost no matter how bad that even a bad Godzilla
there
film,
is
I'm there at the cinema with my money.
they're the same. They're the same.
They're
See,
the
they're the same. They're the same. They're the same stories. They're the same project. Big monsters, idiots humans, no story for the humans. Just show me big monsters fighting each other. Yeah,
Yep.
no,
Yeah. So
it's annoying.
I get it for those who love
Yeah.
it. Nobody can tell me anything about the monsters verse. If you like, cry all day long. I'll be cute the first day. To watch the next King Kong vs Godzilla. So sometimes some things you just I mean I had the same
Fair
feelings
enough.
towards the whole Transformers franchise for a long time.
I know where my 100 million is going to.
Yeah, go on.
Wait.
What's this thing called? Underground world, underground city. Throwing dinosaurs and Godzilla
Lloyd?
there.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you are basically bringing Savage Land into
Savage Land into
Thunderverse. I went,
into
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be like the first exploration.
But
Let
you,
them go and explore.
but you know what? You know what I would have done.
Yeah.
Well enough. I would have spent it all more on Galactus, but I would have shown a proper planet, not the way they showed the planet getting chopped up. I would want to see aliens running around, dying, crying.
People,
You want kids to watch this movie. Oh.
Yeah, but it's 12 plus now. Was it not 12
no,
plus anyway?
people will watch it because they'll just do like
They'll
something
do
like
that.
it's Marvel's.
Well, green blood.
Yeah,
It's not red blood now. If
it's not. Yeah.
it's red.
Yeah, because
That is
why I
funny.
would spend it on the Moloids and dinosaurs like Fantastic Four explorers.
We get some.
Yeah,
We get
yeah,
that
so backstory.
exploring.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I feel you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Another question for the guys: where would you spend 100 million on if you had more money? For
On what?
That will make you. No, it's a question for the listeners. That where would you spend 100 million on? Yeah, that would make you that money back. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, what would you spend it on, or would you spend it? Would you not bother? Would you say?
Oh, would you not bother?
Would you
Yeah.
not bother at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just be like, yeah, it's fine. We'll take the hit as it stands now.
As it stands now. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
So now the big myth for one more news story is
Yeah.
Spider-Man has
Yes.
started shooting with a
Yes.
very unorthodox
Yeah.
promotion. I think they've learned from James Gunn how he
Yeah.
promoted Superman, and it was always in our face throughout. And they're taking it even one step further. The first day of shooting was open to fans to come and watch and take videos and all of that as a big promotional thing. They did a video about that. As Spider-Man thanking the
That
fans.
felt
And
very, very weird to me.
I'm like,
It felt
okay.
very, very, very odd.
But the video is doing numbers, it's going viral.
It's viral marketing. It's actually
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it felt very unlike Marvel and very unlike superhero because usually all the stuff is like behind closed sets in Atlanta or something.
okay.
And
So
Yeah.
let me throw something at you.
Mhm.
What are the odds that scene is not an important scene at all?
It's not, it's a random chase scene.
This
Yes,
is-
yeah. So
it's not an important.
It's not, they won't do that for an important.
It's
It's
one
a
of those
random
yeah.
chase scene.
So
Yeah.
the problem
Yeah,
the problem of this
always
discussion,
is.
listen, okay, which scene is just there saying that we can tell every Tom Dick and
Yeah,
Harry to turn
yeah.
off, and we
Yeah,
can
just
even cut it
very
from
positive.
we can cut it from the film if we don't want it in the end.
Yeah. So it's not even about whether it's an important thing or not. It's just like this is a new marketing strategy
Yeah.
going forward for movies. Keep the movie in people's mind from the day of shooting
Yep.
to the end. When before it was like this is a surprise.
Yeah, that is
And you know
exactly
nothing
how
about
it's
the movie
supposed
until the trailer drops. And then
Yeah.
everybody goes, oh wow, this is coming
everything-
out.
and everything is shot behind closed sets.
yeah.
Everything is they almost don't do things like this. They won't do it. This was apparently shot in street,
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
live.
yeah,
on
yeah.
location.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
usually
So
scenes like
it's
that
just
where they
like-
do that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, but in full costume, it would be no. We go use sets, do
Yeah.
use CG, put
Yeah.
everything, put the buildings and everything, and so this was quite interesting to see. And I thought,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
marketing feels odd.
it's very
I didn't know how to feel about it, to be honest.
and it's funny. I've been having these thoughts about Spider-Man over the last
For a
few
while.
weeks, and
Okay.
no, okay. no, like
Okay. Oh, right, then.
no. You see, sometimes because this is our world, this is what we love.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can underestimate the impact of certain characters in the general public.
Yeah.
Now, I've been watching. There's a particular set of reactors I've been watching.
Okay.
They're Vietnamese people.
Okay. I
And
think you should get a clip of a guy and a girl.
Sorry.
A guy and a girl. I think the
No.
girl is the girl is Asian. Okay, go on. Go
No,
on.
they're normally two girls. Sometimes they have more than two, three, but
Okay.
they're the two core girls. So they've been on an MCU journey, right? So they took it all the way up to Endgame.
Yeah.
Then they paused,
Okay.
and then because whoever's telling them what to watch next realized that he didn't want them to watch next because after Endgame was Spider-Man. Remember, it was a Spider-Man movie.
Yes.
Far
Yes.
From Home. And they were saying they were going to take a break because people were telling that Endgame was the height of MCU.
Got it.
So
Got
they were going
it.
to take
Got
a
it.
break.
Okay.
But the guy said that you should still watch Spider-Man's. But
Yes.
be very wise. They told them to go back and watch. First of all, watch all the old Spider-Man. So
Tobey Maguire's.
yeah. So
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 yeah.
after Endgame,
Okay.
they went to watch the Maguire. They went to
Okay.
watch the
Okay.
Garfield.
I
Then
like this.
then they came back to watch the next two Spider-Men in the MCU. Now,
Oh,
but
okay.
when they were talking, these girls, because they don't know about superheroes, this is the MCU. Most of the shows, they've never heard of them.
Yeah.
But as soon as they saw Spider-Man, they were, no, they're not Spider-Man. So they were saying, well, when we were kids, there used to be this advert.
Yeah.
Vietnamese Spider-Man was the one they were so familiar with
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
And then when they watch the films, and I thought to me, okay, they're not going to have, these films not going to have the impact on them as it would have on me. When they watched that last one, not only did they have the same impact in terms emotionally and everything, the bits that I thought they would not even get,
Yeah.
they were saying, "Oh my God, Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man,
Yeah.
he was able, they got it," and I
He
thought,
was able
"Oh,
to save her.
yeah, they were saying,
Yeah.
yeah." And so the way these people related to Spider-Man, I said, this Spider-Man thing is beyond normal."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, so I just thought that's. So when I saw this Spider-Man filming, and then even when they finished, people were saying that, "Oh, is there any more Spider-Man left?" They were asking, and then people said no. So I think they're going to watch the two animated ones. 'Cause
Okay. Oh wow.
Yes.
That'll be a good
Nice,
one.
nice,
Yeah,
nice,
so
nice,
it's
nice,
yeah,
nice.
but it's nice to see that it goes
You're right.
beyond
You're right.
our. I mean, Vietnam. I'm talking, you know, and this
You're
this
right.
when they came to Spider-Man, they knew Spider-Man. And they made one statement that I knew today. We love the statement. In between tears, one of them was saying, "Why does this guy always so far? What is wrong?" Why? And the comments were so funny because they you haven't seen nothing. You know, that was literally like, this guy. Can they give him a break? So at the end of the last film, when he was back in his room, what was it? So no, he has no friends, no family. Look at the place he's staying. Look at the place. It was quite funny. Oh yeah.
Well, you know what you said is very, very true because it is so deep in the culture, in the zeitgeist.
Yes,
like
yes.
everybody, my kid's favorite. You remember when you met my kid like 3 years ago, and you asked him
Yes.
who's your favorite character, and he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, Spider-Man."
Spider-Man, yeah.
Like my son the one younger
Yeah,
has been bothering me for a Spider-Man water bottle. Like
Yeah.
it is very, very big with kids, whether it's
yeah.
smiles, whether it's, and I don't. Is it the colors? Is it the?
I
Like,
think
I don't
I think it's the colors,
quite understand.
the relatability.
Relatability of the
Yeah,
character.
I think that age range.
Mm,
Spider-Man is the hero.
mm.
When it start
Yeah.
getting into the teens, it becomes Batman in my mind.
Yeah.
Where is Superman?
Yeah.
Superman will be there in the
So Mama
background.
feels like he's that uncle that is always there,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you don't
but, yeah,
really
you don't
relate
relate to
with
him.
him that much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not
Okay, so
your
Superman was a
typical-
power. Okay, I think what has happened. Superman was like the strongest.
Yeah.
You like power, you like Superman back then.
Yeah.
But now we're in the world where manga,
Yeah.
anime,
Yeah.
they've done nonsense to the power scaling.
Yeah.
So it's no longer
Yeah.
it's no longer fun in that kind of dimension. But yeah, I get that. It's
Yeah,
fine.
but the teaser, they literally called it a teaser,
yeah,
as him, in Tom Holland without
yeah.
his mask, in costume,
the new
just talking to the
costume, yeah.
fans, just walking around. So it's being directed by Destin Creighton, who
Creighton,
did
yeah. Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Yeah, so
But apparently that viral thing has broken records.
no, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's getting a lot of love. I don't
No,
have
that
any.
was not the one that broke records. It's the other one that broke records. The reveal of the suit.
Yeah.
It
Because,
just comes out
when
and
he walked in, with his suit.
Where he just and he says,
Yeah.
"Okay, come on,
Yeah.
guys,
This
let's."
is a new suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was
That's
like,
all, and that has broken records already.
Yeah.
sorry, I realized something. One last thing. He's the spider has been changing in all the suits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
know
I noticed
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I've always noticed that.
I did not.
There's never been one
I think the
Spider-Man.
one I
Yeah, go on. That sorry. In the different incarnations, they've always
the
changed.
one I
slightly.
noticed that
Yeah.
he changed
In
was
the
the
movie,
one that
in the movie itself.
the one I noticed that he changed was the one that they came to London where he wore the black and the red. So he
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
he was building
Yeah.
the suits in the
Yeah,
this
yeah,
thing
yeah,
and
yeah,
doing
yeah.
like a Tony Stark thing.
Yeah.
So that one I saw that it had changed, but I didn't realize it's changed right from before Homecoming.
Did you not notice? Did you notice the one? I think the most different one for me was the one he got in Infinity War. The new one, the one that
Iron-
says
the Iron one.
Yeah. The spider was bigger. I think that was the biggest
Yeah,
spider.
I think the spider was big,
Yeah,
compared to
yeah.
the small one of yeah, that's it was just interesting that it has
Yeah.
gone through an evolution and it's changed now. And now he's wearing the iconic
Yeah, iconic. Yeah.
Spider-Man costume. Yeah.
Spider-Man costume. So yeah. Anyway, all right. So I look forward to seeing what they've got. It's got Mark Ruffalo in it as Hulk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand it, but I'm not going
So
to
they
comment.
keep saying it's a street level. They keep saying it's street level.
Yeah. So
They've said this a number of
what is he
times.
doing there?
Exactly.
Mark Ruffalo is now street level now. He's in the he's drinking coffee. The Hulk is Professor Hulk. He's drinking coffee on the streets of Brooklyn. I mean, what's more street level than this depowered Hulk just walking about?
Why is he depowered?
Well, not depowered, but like this
Oh,
he knows, like,
Uncle Hulk.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
This Uncle Hulk character just being there,
Yeah.
chilling.
I don't know.
And it, yeah,
And he doesn't. And remember, nobody knows. Peter Parker
nobody's
anymore.
supposed to know who he is here.
They know Spider-Man, but they know who Peter
Peter Parker is.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
So Mark Ruffalo shouldn't know who he is.
nobody
Yeah,
should.
No, we should.
Okay. Anyway, so
Yeah.
so we've got him. We also got Frank Castle.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
I
level.
understand perfectly.
Yeah,
Street level.
I mean, literally, I think his first appearance was in a Spider-Man comic book, wasn't it?
I think so.
Oh yeah. I think that's true actually.
Yeah, where he's wearing the white
Yeah.
boots.
I
and
always,
he's
there's a lot of people who are actually Spider-Man villains that I now associate with Daredevil. But
Yeah,
when
because-
you track it, they all came
From
from
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Where did Fist come from?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's that as well. But
All right. So cool. So we
Okay.
look forward to that. That's next year.
Yes.
that'll be the one before. I think it's before Doomsday.
So guys, that one is an excellent barometer of
It's
our
not.
appetite. You don't think so?
It's
So,
not.
it's not.
Why do you say that?
It's a Spider-Man
It's not.
film.
It should do well.
Yeah,
It's a Spider-Man film.
yeah.
It's a
You
Spider-Man
can't
film.
judge it.
Spider-Man
You can't
film.
use that
It's a
to judge.
Spider-Man film.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
You're right. It's almost an
Yeah.
outlier
Yeah,
by itself.
Yeah, but I think Doomsday has no problem. It's an Avengers movie, like
Yeah,
an
yeah,
Avengers
yeah,
spectacle all over
Yeah.
the top. So it will
Yeah.
do well.
Yeah.
It's like Avatar in that nonsense regard. But moving on.
I knew.
Right.
I
Wait,
knew.
sorry. Before you move on,
Okay. Yes.
you mentioned Spider-Man. You've mentioned the Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret War.
Yeah.
Supergirl.
No. I want to stick to
Okay.
Marvel.
Okay.
There's nothing else on the slate, right? We don't know anything beyond those
Movies?
three. Yes.
We know for sure Black Panther 3.
For sure. What do you mean by for sure? Have you got a date?
We know they've casted Denzel Washington. They can't do Denzel like they did Mashallah Ali.
Listen, forget all of that. It's not a timetable. Also, I see. What I'm saying is that right now, for the next 2 years, is it 2 years now? From now or
Yeah.
3 years?
Yeah.
We've already got 3 Marvel films confirmed.
No, it will get to dates in the next 2
She
years.
gets a date in the next. Like
Something
it's
else
getting,
will-
Black Panther 3
something
is
else will
definitely
get-
getting
Man,
a date.
I mean, right now where we are now,
Okay, what
Yeah.
we do know.
there's only 3 films scheduled over the next
That we know.
2 years.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That we know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm certain that something is going to be put in those.
Black Panther 3 definitely.
I mean,
100% sure of that.
I'm looking forward to the end of year retrospective that we're going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we've it's been a decent year. It's been a decent year. I mean, we didn't start off too strong in February with Brave New World, but I think
Yeah,
honestly,
It's
the problem.
critically, it's been a decent year. Box office wise, it's been a
No,
it's not bad.
we have
we are in a pivot point. Like
we
we are
have dined on caviar for so long.
Yes, yes, yes.
Our taste
That
buds.
now they are giving us
Has,
burgers, and we're like,
no,
what?
yeah,
it's not like I'm saying that one. Like critically, this year has been good. Quality has been good,
Mm.
but it's like now it's no longer mainstream like that. You're no longer guaranteed. We need to
Yeah,
recalibrate our
yeah, yeah. No, no,
yeah,
no,
expectations
no.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
looking at. I'm look actually looking at. I'm looking at. I'm not looking
as
at.
fans.
I'm not looking at commercial. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
As
I'm
fans,
looking at
okay,
as
yeah, it's a
fans.
good year for
Yeah,
us.
because I've had one meh thing, which is Brave New World. I'm like, "Meh."
Yeah.
But between, I know you guys didn't like
Thunderbolts.
it. I thought Ironheart was okay. It was redeemed by the reveal of Mephisto. I know you didn't like it, but between Eyes of Wakanda, Thunderbolts, Superman, Creature Commandos wasn't my thing, but I mean, I don't think the year has been bad
Peacemaker
at
is
all.
coming.
Peacemaker is still coming out. I mean,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I have no real complaints. Yeah, this year. I
Okay.
mean, I like even the Spider-Man animated. What is year
Oh yeah,
one? Of
that was
year one.
okay.
That was okay as well.
Eyes of Wakanda was okay.
I just
Yeah.
like yeah, a bit bad. So
Sandman.
No, thank you.
we'll
Let's
talk about
let's
that.
move, let's move on. Yeah.
We'll talk about that at the end of the year.
Yeah. So, comic book recommendation. So, because I've had a friend reach out to me that, hey, I like Fantastic Four. What comic book can I read? Moving on from this. And for Superman also, there are books like, okay, you've watched the movie and you want to pick a comic book. What books do you pick up going forward? So I'll start with Darkmo for fan. Let's start with Fantastic Four.
Mhm.
Oh right. So for Fantasy Four, and I think I've got something lined up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for your friend, and I'm always wary of trying to go back too far back for people.
Yeah.
I think you should start with the Hickman run. So Hickman is, I think, one of the most recent best fantasy stories came from Hickman. Jennifer
He's the
Hickman.
best.
Well,
He's
yeah,
the best.
I mean, arguably the best. Um, and he started from issue 340. I think he will not go wrong if he starts from there to read. And that whole story also leads into the Future Foundation, if I'm correct. And he gets to understand a lot more also about Franklin's powers all within that run. And if he's hooked by that, he can then carry on to read his Avengers Hickman.
So my question is he a
Yes.
comic book reader?
Also, I thought that was a request.
No.
Okay, go on. But he wants comics, right?
What?
Yeah, he
But-
does want comic
But he
books,
wants
yes.
Yeah.
comics. Okay,
He
yeah.
wants comics here.
Right.
He does want comic books.
Because I'm assuming that for some of our audiences, they would have people that, hey, they want to read a comic book for the
Yeah.
first time because they watched the movie,
Yes,
or they want to get back into comics because they've seen the movie and what do they want to
Yeah.
read?
So I would say, that would be my first choice for somebody of that ilk.
Yeah.
I think there's been other great storylines, but
Hmm?
generally, what Fantastic Four has had great writers over the period of years.
Yeah.
I think the next run I would recommend anybody is John Barnes' run on Fantastic Four.
Mm.
Started from issue 232. He was
Okay.
awesome. The art style was what Jim Lee. I think Jim Lee was inspired by this art style for his own art style.
And
I-
they did better, but
Listen, don't let me throw this bottle at you. Just, I can get violent, but but it's not even. I think his art is great, but I think his storytelling back then was also awesome. I mean, this is what he wrote, and then he was poached by DC to come and do another comic, which we'll talk about in the next section. So
Yeah.
I'll actually jump back on Fantastic Four, and he focuses on family element a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I think now the last one I'm going to recommend. This one I will say this now. This is something I really love, and I think this is one that will be like Marmite. Some people might hate it, some people might love it, and it's Walter Simonson's run on Fantastic Four. I'm a big Walter Simonson fan, but I understand it's not to everybody's taste, and even his art is a bit takes getting used to. But
Yeah.
he's my next favorite writer of Fantastic Four, bar none. And his stories were excellent. Um, so Walter Simonson, and his run was started with issue 344 of the original stuff. Walter Simonson.
Okay.
Okay.
I like Walter Simons.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
you will enjoy it.
Like,
And
yeah.
just just in the
Um,
saying,
yeah.
I actually have two letters published in that run. You know.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be a fun hunting for anybody that picks up the run
yeah.
to go and look at what Daco was writing them. Then, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I would add one more run for Fantastic
Yeah,
Four,
go on, go for it.
and that will be Fantastic Four Life Story.
Oh,
It's
very good,
yeah,
very good,
it's
very good.
it's a graphic book, very complete already, and it focuses on telling the Fantastic Four story through the ages. So it starts from the 60s and follows their journey as they grow old together. So it's like it distills all the best stories of the Fantastic Four into one particular story anybody can get into.
To be honest, for your friend that you mentioned,
Yeah,
I think that is the better book. I
yeah,
won't lie,
Yeah,
cause
yeah.
yeah, it gives you the full background going forward.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
good.
for
That's good.
Fantastic Four, and there's one that was is posting up
Oh
here.
yeah, so I've just remembered. Well, I didn't remember. I forgot that this existed. There was
I didn't
once
even know about this.
a
Yeah.
Superman Fantastic Four crossover by Jan Jurgens.
Hmm.
Honestly, I can't remember what happened in it. It's this is so far back, and yeah, I can't remember. I do remember that it involved Galactus. That's all I remember. But yeah,
Yeah.
if since we're talking about Superman and Fantastic Four, this, I just thought,
It's a
Let's
good,
put
yeah.
them
yeah,
together.
it's something to touch on.
Okay.
Oh, so I saw on this image that I'm showing on. If anybody's watching this on YouTube, this image is from Hickman's run when he started talking about the Future Foundation, which was mentioned in the new movie
Yes.
as
In
well.
the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. Right,
Cool.
next.
We're going to Superman now. And Superman
Ooh,
has, well, based on what we've watched in the movie, if you want to pick up a Superman book to read,
yeah,
there are so many origin stories you can pick up. Like Superman has
Yeah.
the best
Yeah.
origin stories. If you want
yeah.
Yeah.
origin stories,
Yeah.
Birthright, all of this, they do
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
different
A
stories
lot.
well.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I think I'll because we've done reviews of Superman in the past.
Okay.
So I think I'll try and go a bit more, what's it called? Deep cuts, but first of all, starting with the biggest inspiration for the movie. This it directly inspired almost everything you see in the movie. James Gunn swears that this is his Bible for the movie. So if you like the movie that you've just seen, and you want a better story, go and read All Star Superman.
Yeah,
It's like it's like the definitive work of what Superman is as a character.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I like it. I can't even knock this book. And I'm not a fan of Grant Morrison, but this book delivers.
like yeah, there's a reason this book is always if you're talking about the best comic books ever written, this book is always getting mentioned. It might not be the number one for anybody, but if you're doing top five, top 10, it's always going to get a mention there. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay. And let me see.
See, then yeah, this is yours.
Yeah, so my favorite Superman story of all time, and
I
weirdly enough,
remember this.
it's by John Byrne again, who I
Of
mentioned for
course.
Fantastic Four. He left Fantastic Four. He left Marvel to come and write this for DC, and this was when after the crisis on Infinite Earths, when DC rebooted the whole universe for the first time, but not the last. And he wrote for me what my favorite origin story for Superman. Back to Smallville, excellent writing. I will warn people who love the overpowered Superman might not like this. He's not overpowered. He's still the strongest superhero, but he can be taken down. And yeah, he does bleed.
One
But,
A,
uh,
one A, one A, one
yeah,
A.
yeah, yes. So I absolutely love this book, and it's also also it has the same tone as the current Superman film in terms of the hopeness, the light.
Mm,
It's not a dark Superman story at all. John Byrne. Yep. And yeah, he has got his pants on the outside of of his trunks. Yes.
mm.
Any comments on this
Yeah.
one before I move to the next? Major.
No, good one. Good
No,
one.
it's a good
A good
pick.
one. It
It's a
takes
good.
me back.
I mean,
Takes me back.
but the only comment I have on this is that
Yep.
the art style is older, so it's not
It's an old
as.
book.
It's an
Yeah.
old book,
Yeah.
so it takes some getting used to for someone that is
Yeah.
just reading
Yeah.
comics for the
Fair
first
enough.
time now.
Fair enough.
So
Okay.
there's that, but that's not a knock on the
True. True.
storytelling. But yeah.
True.
Then yeah, this one it's a different pick. It doesn't get mentioned enough because the story is very different. But Superman for Tomorrow,
Brian
why
Azzarello.
I'm yeah by Brian Azzarello. So this is a far more complex Superman story. Why I'm picking it is because it touches on some themes that this movie tries to touch on and just brushes apart, like Superman's intervention in war-torn area. What is the right thing for Superman to do in those
Right.
kinds of situations? Like how does Superman respond? How does he deal with crisis? Like, how does it deal with his powers, responsibility? It has some of the most fascinating conversations between him and a priest. That it just makes a lot of like if you read it properly and you digest the stories, like it makes a lot of sense as you try to understand. Okay, if Superman is in this day and age that we are in, what
What
is
are
his
the struggles?
morality? Yeah, what are his
Yeah.
struggles? What are his morality like? And it tries to wrap it around a very well a mystery that happens which for some the end is unsatisfying, but it doesn't. That ending is like it doesn't take away from what comes
The journey. Yeah.
the journey that leads you there.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a big recommend if you like the conversation that Superman has with Louis in the beginning of Superman the movie, and you want to see more of that. This is the book for you. Superman for Tomorrow
Yep. And just as a note, just to add to it, it's drawn by Jim Lee, the guy who's tried to be John Barnes.
and better. Yeah, you can see the art quality is different. Like it's an improvement.
You
Yeah.
can't have Jim Lee now.
I at all, at all, at all, at all. Then I will just sneak in one more. Is a one
Yep.
shot, but
Go for it.
it's Future State by Philip Kennedy Johnson, Superman. It's just two issues. In
Okay.
this story,
I
Superman
know I
is
read
missing.
this, but I'm
Yeah,
trying to remember.
I can't talk about it
Yeah,
on the
we've
podcast
talked
before.
about Future State.
Yeah, yeah. It's a two-issue story where Superman is missing from the world, and a kid goes to Smallville and she meets a bunch of people that are basically worshiping him. They are taking
Yes.
his chemistry homework and they are saying, "Oh,
Yes.
he
Yes.
wrote
I
this, this,
remember this,
this.
you know.
Yes, he wrote this,
Yes.
this, this. What does it mean?" So it's basically people trying to find what does Superman mean to them, and we have like different takes from different people of what Superman means to them, and it's basically a reflection on how different people see Superman right now in our age. Some are thinking of him as the strongest person. Some are thinking as as a pacifist guy that doesn't kill at all. So we have these different ideologies being expressed in the book, and I think it's if you want to get a sense of how Superman is and what his character is, I think that's a good two-issue one shot
Hmm.
that just for me it breaks it down really well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's
Okay.
that. So if you're new to Superman and you want to dive because there are Superman, there are so many different entry
So many
points
different
Yep. 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 Yep.
versions,
Yep.
so
Yep.
because
many
of
different
Superman.
stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
And yeah, the last one again. This is the last one. American
Go, go, go,
Alien.
go. Mhm,
American Alien by
mhm.
I've forgotten his name, but yeah,
I
Yeah, that
remember
was
who wrote
actually
that. I
good.
do remember the art. It was
yeah,
like four
seven
issues.
issues, 7 issues.
7.
Was it
Yes,
seven?
yes, it was
Feels
seven
shorter.
issues.
Okay.
So it's a
Oh,
story that I
by Mac Landis.
by McLandis. Yes,
Yeah.
so it's a story that I think you can read as a preview to Superman, this movie. It can slot into that particular canon of Superman growing up because if it follows Superman from growing up
Yeah.
till he wears this till he gets this suit and how he wears the suit, how the characters he meets along the way. It has some very interesting stories in between. He's meeting with Louis, how they get together, because that Louis in the book reminds me of this Louis here and how competitive both of them were in terms of getting interviews and things like that. There's that. Then there's also a very fun bit where he pretends to be Bruce Wayne
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
on the
on the
Yeah.
boat.
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the boat. So yeah, if you like this Superman in the movie and you're wondering what was his childhood like, American Alien is the book for you. 100%. Everybody should read American Alien. It's one of the
Good
best
recommendation.
Superman stories in the last decade. So yeah. So that's my recommendations for Superman. So yeah.
Good recommendation.
Okay, that was good. That's good. So, guys, yeah, go out there, track down this book, so get updated with what the mythos of Superman or the Fantastic Four are. You know,
there's something when we talk about, sorry, just before I round up, I know we talked about Fantastic Four before, but there was something that I struggle with about Fantastic Four. Right, I'm not the biggest Fantastic Four fan at all, and my thing is I don't understand why they have this get out of the jail free card with the populace of New York and the world. Right, like even in the movie we just saw, like they are the heroes of the world, they are the leaders of the world. They've somehow they don't suffer any kind of persecution at all, despite even one of them looking like a man made of orange rock, a woman who can lift
Being,
a city block with her mind,
yeah,
a guy who catches fire, like, and their kids are basically mutants.
So,
yeah,
see,
I
okay.
mean, I mean, mutants genetically in that they
yeah,
differ from the original host, right? They are
yeah,
different genetically from the human race, and they were not made that way to rule cosmic rays. They were born with what they have.
yeah.
Well, maybe not Valerie, but you know what I mean. Yeah, but somehow they get away with being the
So,
popular ones
so,
that
so, so,
people
so, so,
happily sleep with.
so
Two
let me,
things. One word. Black excellence. They are the blacks. That's the. They are the blacks that people like. That, hey, why can't you be more like
But
this
they're not
black?
blacks.
No, like I'm just making it. I'm just tying it to current to reality right now. Like, even there are racists that even racists will say, why can't you? I like this black guy. Like, black
no.
guys are normally stupid, but Obama, that's
Oh
my
my
guy.
God, you said black guys are normally
So
stupid.
yeah, there are people like that. That, oh, they are normally criminals. They are normally
You see, no.
gangbangers, but
So
these guys, they are my guys.
as I don't know why Kex had to bring this up. I think this is a very
Okay.
dicey topic.
Yeah.
Just allow them to be popular. No, Kex wants to drag them down in the mud
No, no,
with the
because I
rest
did
of.
so.
It's not about dragging them in the mud per se. It's like
But
it's a
You
different.
see, the Fantasy Four within that universe,
Yeah.
they are celebs first, scientists. They are
hmm,
almost loaded as these
They have
brilliant,
money.
intrepid. Oh, I'm gonna get the money bit. Intrepid adventurers pushing forward the borders of science, and that in that pursuit, they had an accident that scarred them, almost killed them, but they've overcome that setback, and they're now even using the sad after effects of that power to help mankind.
wait, but but
They
but,
have
Okay,
this.
but
so you
wait,
see why I said black
wait,
excellence?
but wait, what about the ones? What about the mutants, kids,
So okay,
teenagers?
okay.
That-
So you
They are
cannot
rowdy. They
you
are
cannot
poor.
take this bunch of very brilliant, rich, clean cut
White.
Rich.
celebrities and then
Wow.
compare
Okay.
them to these people rats are coming out of nowhere in hovels. All of a sudden, his eyes are glowing. Cyclops, he can't control it. He's blasting everything. Nobody knows him from Adam. Who is Scott Summers?
See,
You
they
have
are rich.
Nightcrawler looking like a demon, jumping around and puffing and
This is wait. You know
smelling
what?
of sulfur.
This
Eh,
is this is
what is wrong with
this
that
is
guy?
this is
No,
this
no,
is
no,
so
no.
this
No,
this is
let me finish my friend. Just keep quiet. You don't have you don't have people like Magneto flying around
It's it's sounding
ca-
like Kemi right now.
carry.
Oh.
I resent that remark. I resent that remark.
No,
I
I
am not Kemi Pananok, and I will never be Kemi Pananok.
it's so unfair because they literally have a child who can unravel
Yep.
everything, reality,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
just aside,
rebuild it in any way he sees
No,
fit.
but
just
fit.
aside, they enjoy a level of
Celebrity
popularity
that is yeah, that
that
is
is
it's
doesn't look right.
unwarranted.
It's not
realistic.
warranted, but I think there's an element, a dark element of how they play the PR game.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and
They're also like the quintessential American family that lives the
Yes.
American dream, and
Yes.
they
yeah,
have
yes,
There is
money,
that.
and
There is that.
yep,
they're all white,
There
blue-eyed
is that.
people.
Yes, there is
Like,
that. There is that. There is
because
that.
yeah,
There is that.
even the mutants, the ones that have money, like Sunspot, is chilling. He's
yeah.
enjoying his life. Like, nobody hates. No, who hates Sunspot? The guy is all over the world just enjoying his
No,
life like
well,
that.
yeah, he tends to get hate when he lives in Brazil.
When he lives in
Yeah,
He tends,
Yeah.
he tends to get hit when he hangs out with the
the
X-Men.
X-Men.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But when
yeah,
he's
yeah.
on it, when that's when he's associating with bad characters. But when he's on
Yeah,
his
no, it's true. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
yeah, yeah. So it's like,
Oh,
and I like that they are not eating. They are like they've played the game well.
they've played the game.
they've made their what's this thing
I
called?
mean, they've played the game so well that the patriarch said, "Oh, it's possible that my son could be a mutant. Oh. Let me hide his
That's
X gene so it doesn't manifest as a mutant." Do you know what that means? That means that's like it's like, let me hide this guy so he doesn't become one of the hated people. So I don't have to deal with their problem. I don't want to get involved.
yeah.
So,
Like
so
they
I don't
don't
want to.
fight.
You know what God is doing in your lives right now? You will
Yeah.
persevere, but I don't want to get
a-
involved.
and to be honest, when you look at the scientific discoveries they have that they are not
Yes.
sharing,
Yeah.
with the
Yes,
world.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's too much now.
Yes.
It's
I mean, Reed will tell you
Yeah.
that he
It's
has
for
to
the world's
control
own
it.
good. Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's what he will tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
for the
That's what
world's
he will
own
tell
good.
you.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
what
mean,
he will tell you.
that
And also, they are not okay. And that aspect of them, they are not pushing against the status quo in any way. They don't fight crime.
yes, exactly.
They are
yes.
playing within the system. So
Yes.
no politician is angry with them for
Yes.
what's this? The kind of things they deal with are cosmic threats where
Yeah,
it touch everybody. But
yeah.
they're not going to try and break down the system of. They are not demanding radical change. They
They're
are
not.
very status quo driven.
They don't shout for mutant rights.
Yeah.
They don't do try to. Yeah, yeah. In a way, and this is what the seminal book Planetary tries to address.
Oh God.
They,
You may have a problem. You may have a real big problem.
I will not let your hate. But the seminal book Planetary addresses that fact, and in that book, they are painted as villains for what they do and how they keep their discoveries away from the masses. Because to be honest, and people forget, Reed was a critical member of the Illuminati as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yes.
know, and
Yeah.
but he doesn't get as much as crap for it
He does not.
as Savior, Stark,
doesn't.
and the rest do.
He doesn't.
Because they peer pressured him into it. Like
No, did
he's
they?
a good like that's the narrative now. He's
Oh,
a
that's the
good
narrative.
guy. Yeah. He was just trying to help his friends out. He didn't know how
But it's
bad
the
they
same-
were.
Let me give you an
it's the
example.
same- It's the
of
same thing that the guy built a robot Thor
Yeah.
Who got blamed?
based off of.
Who got blamed for that? In the
Tony.
Tony.
Tony got blamed for that.
Thor went to a guy and beat up Tony.
Because it's not he's not, like Tony's the one that likes to talk too much. I mean the background does the thing.
Yeah, that always made me laugh because it wasn't just Tony. Rich just helped
Yeah.
do that
Yes.
Ragnarok. Yes.
Yes.
Again, like I said, black excellence. These are the black excellence.
No,
people.
black,
They
no,
know
no,
how
no,
to
no, 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 no.
See, they
No,
know
no,
how
no.
to
White
keep a
excellence.
pristine.
No,
They know how to keep the.
no.
I said black excellence
No,
because
there's a big difference.
What's the
because
difference?
Black excellence, no, it's the people who you are calling black excellence are picked by the white powers. So okay, we like you,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah.
allow you. Fantastic Four are the white power. They are the power. They are. It's almost like normally in comics when the X-Men, the mutants,
yeah,
the people who get the power tend to be the downtrodden. They're not people in power.
yeah.
Hence, they're frowned upon.
Mm-hmm.
The Fantastic Four are the people in power. They can't be frowned upon.
Because I'm saying that the Fantastic Four, if the public wants to turn on them, if the government wants to turn on them, it will happen. But they are being upheld as an example. So it's like, take-
no. They want to know them. You know why?
why?
They're not only one of the most powerful people in the world. They are like one of the most richest. They are multi billionaires. They are the power.
Yeah.
They are the 1%ers.
No, but when I say,
Yeah.
let me put it this way, when I say,
Yeah. If they were poor, they would have turned on them
black
and said,
excellence, why are they treated? Yes, why are they being treated differently from everybody else? It's because they have money and they are using
Yes.
them as example that
Yeah.
be like the Fantastic
They have
Four,
money.
not like the other people that are making.
They have money and they
causing
control the
trouble up and
media.
down.
You know they print their own comic.
Yeah,
Women in the Marvel Universe.
I mean they have their own shows.
Yes, they print their own comics. So
Yeah,
they
they
tell their own
have
stories.
They control
They
their
have like-
narrative. Yeah.
The most powerful media. So yeah, they have media they control. They have money. Who's going to talk to them?
Like in the movie, they basically ruled the world. Like that was the conclusion from our discussion
No,
last
they
time.
were. They were the rulers.
Yeah.
They are rulers of the world
Yes, they were the
in that
rulers.
world. So it's like, yeah. So are we saying that the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four are actually villains?
No, not villains, but I certainly think that they are
They should.
enablers of
I would.
of
I would say never, but I think
they,
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 are-
should they should be questioned more.
Yeah. If they were in
Yeah.
this world, they will be the capitalist pigs that I'm always reading against.
you won't go to Yankees, sir.
You know,
It's too sure that you won't go to Yankees.
they would be your. I don't know. Your
Your
Rush,
Vanderbilt.
your Rush Ride, your runner, but yeah,
That
yeah,
is what
yeah,
are the Rothschilds. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
That's
kind
what they
of
would be.
where I see because they are. Sorry. You
Uh-huh.
know, they are members of the Jewish faith or Jewish community, but they don't suffer the standard persecution. In this case, I mean that the Fantastic Four are part of the superhero community,
Yeah.
Yeah,
are
yeah,
not
yeah.
subject to the same rules,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
or the same level of scrutiny, or
Yeah.
because they have a very powerful PR machine.
And you could say
Very
that.
powerful.
And if I was being a cynic, which I'm not, but let's say if I take the role of cynic for now, you could say they pick their battles to be the flashy ones where I'm saving the whole planet.
Absolutely,
In
oh,
yeah.
absolutely. That and it will be a battle that you can see. This is the bad guy that we are fighting. It won't
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
social
yeah.
change battle that well we are not. You get what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
like we're fighting.
Has
I-
the
I-
Fantastic Four ever done any social change storyline?
They would have. They would have.
No,
Because I want to
no.
read that
I-
story,
actually-
that Mark Waid story about.
But that one was him pretending. It wasn't as if it
Yes.
was the
I
Fantastic
haven't read
Four.
it, so I haven't
Yeah,
read
yeah.
it. So I
So
don't know.
as my issue,
Mm.
when you say social change, if I'm being honest, they tend to uphold
Status quo.
Yeah.
status quo. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And they tend to espouse the Western policy
Yeah.
of what the status quo should be.
Mm.
And I remember, I don't know if you guys remember in Secret Wars, the original Secret Wars, that Johnny Storm was dating one girl in one village. And he basically messed about with her heart.
Yeah.
And Colossus had to go. I think he took her from Colossus and he just did that girl anyhow. And he left. And when he was quoting, I can't remember, he had this excuse of why he did what he did. But no, hang on, it's you, privileged person just came, messed with the heart of this
Yeah.
poor person, and then when
Yeah.
you're done with it, dumped and moved on.
Yeah.
But Fantastic Four is my all-time favorite team by a mile.
That's fair. It was just something that I'm like. These guys
No,
don't
but no, I think they've had the questions, and I've always asked these questions.
Yeah.
That with all you've done, there should not even be word hunger anymore.
There shouldn't be so many things that there still are.
Yeah, agreed.
Well,
You know.
well, there are two. I think there are two arguments. There's a meta argument and there's the in-story argument. The meta argument is because they need to sell comics, so
Yeah,
they will
agreed.
never, they will never solve those
Yeah,
problems.
no. There, Tunde, you can still tell other stories even in a world that doesn't have poverty, or that doesn't have world hunger. You can still
Except the Fantastic Four is like a completely different book,
Different
separate
universe
from
or something.
the
yeah. I mean,
Because-
there have been instances where they have gone to other universes. So
Yeah,
give us the story that
and
they've
they've done that. Yeah.
in another
Yeah.
universe, and they've.
But
made
in a
quite
fashion,
different.
the few universes where I've seen more universes where Doom has brought prosperity to the world
yeah.
than Fantastic Four.
The ongoing comic book is a big example of that. One World Under Doom,
Yeah.
where it basically questions why the Fantastic Four are not doing more to help,
Yeah.
and they're trying to stop him.
Yes,
From
but
making-
the thing that Reed will tell you is that mathematically there is only so much change that you can effect without destabilizing things like the world power or even the progress of science in the world, right?
Okay,
So
yeah.
you can say he can do little things. I can do little things, but if I try to impose my will or it's almost like flooding the market with diamonds, right? You flood the market with diamonds and then the value drops.
So,
So he's
okay,
thinking,
yeah.
if I
So this is why I'm going to say something. This is why it should have just disappeared a couple of people.
No. I mean,
you're the vanisher, you're the vanisher.
no. To be honest, there's always been this debate about
Yeah.
change.
Yes.
If you want to make change, there will be a period. There will be. If you want to make massive change, let's talk about change because change happens, but just slowly and maybe too
If you want to make
slowly.
some radical
But if you want to
changes,
make proper radical changes, there's always going to be a period of chaos. And
because the old status quo would not go
yes,
quietly in
so
the night, they will fight you against that. So
but there always seems to be people who prefer, especially because they're not
impacted
suffering
by it. Yeah.
in that. Oh no, let's just do it bit by bit. About me that I'm starving right now, now. You're telling me about in 3 generations time it will slowly change. No, 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 no. My whole family is dying tomorrow.
Yeah.
My Pekin is dying. You're telling me no. So those ones want the change now. They don't care if there's chaos for like the next 2, 3, 4 years, and then proper change comes in. So I think Fantastic Four are enablers of the status quo a lot, and they will give you the excuses. It's almost like the Foundation. If anybody ever read the Foundation series, where the Foundation they knew that this empire is going to end, and for the empire to end, before the new empire starts or the new world status starts, there will be a period of chaos. But the whole idea of the foundation was to reduce that period and manage it better, so that they can quickly get from A to B. You know, but
Yeah.
and to be honest, ironically, I think we're approaching a period of chaos now in real life at the moment.
We are in the period of chaos. History books will look back and say we've already started the period of chaos now.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah. But it's interesting how these things play out. And I like it because now it's forcing, even in comic books, it's forcing us to question things we take for granted already. Because we're already seeing that society is different. Because back then, nobody questions the Fantastic Four innate goodness. Because the status quo was already assumed to
Yeah.
be good and that we're progressing. But now that we see those ideals are not what we think they are, we thought they were 20, 30 years ago, it's like, yeah, Kex, you're mute.
Yeah, I think he's on mute. Yeah.
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 Sorry, I was on mute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I was
Yeah.
agreeing with you that yeah, ideals are different, and we understand that not everybody's eating equally.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
what I mean? Like some people are clearly eating more than others, and some people even equality is not the same as equity, right? So some people are
Oh
you're
yeah.
giving
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
pound,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
it needs to go further for some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are some of the questions that I think we are asking in, and as weird as it sounds, in comic books. Where okay, let's expand it beyond good guy, bad guy. Now, some comic books don't even have to end in the good guy winning. You get what I mean? But at the end of it, we've asked the question, and it's taking us on the
Yeah.
journey. Like, okay, let's have a think about
Or
this.
even are you a good guy? Even if you
Or
think
are
you
you a good guy?
even if you think you're doing the
That's a
good,
good
are you
one.
are you
Yeah.
actually a good guy?
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, some of the books now. I can't remember this Ed Brubaker book that the guy had to kill somebody every day to survive or something.
Oh yeah, I
That
remember
was
that.
like
Die.
Yeah.
Was that die?
Hundred
No, no.
bullets.
No, it wasn't
it
100
wasn't 100
bullets.
bullets.
No?
It wasn't 100 bullets.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't
I
100
remember the book. It was like, yeah, I remember that book. It was
bullets.
good.
Oh, okay.
It was something. It was like one or two words as well. But I can't remember the book now. Jesus. But if I check, but yeah. So things like, and that's the central character. That's the person we are supposed to be following on this journey.
Yeah. So because like I like that, especially for comic books, and I hope we see more of this in comic books. Things like what happened with Krakoa, people's idea of what good is radically changing. And that's why I keep saying that's why villains now are more popular and people move closer to villains than heroes. That's why the Joker, when the movie first came out, was a big hit. Because as bad as the Joker is, his character was, it was still promising something, change that everybody thinks they desperately need right now. That's why this guy is popular up there in that other place. Because it's promising something that people want when they say the status quo is not
Yeah.
working for them. So yeah, so it that was that we are in a period where we're evaluating what characters mean, and comic books actually need to pick up that kind of space. Like, what does it mean to be a hero in today's age? What does it mean to be a superhero in today's age? I would like to see more stories that actually focus on that. Like,
Yeah, but okay.
yeah,
Not to get too meta.
yeah,
Part of the problem is even the comics belong to part of this status quo. So
yeah,
there's a limit to how far they want to depict. Let's say Superman, for argument's sake, doing certain things. I mean, even this movie alone has caused so much issues
Yeah.
already. So yeah, you might get a vertical book or an alternate world book, but would they push it in the main titles? beyond a certain degree.
Yeah.
We've seen examples of what they did now in One World Under Doom, where they were doing very well all along, and then now it's
Let's.
like, oh, okay, actually no, we can't let the bad guy win.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is funny because comic books were before came out as they were big tools for change against the government. Like they push
Some
this.
comics,
Some comics
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah,
popular
yeah,
for that. That
yeah, yeah.
okay, like Superman was doing anti-Ku Klux Klan these things in a period when it was popular. So we take it for granted that Superman was doing. They were using for Superman for anti-Ku Klux Klan radio messages. When it was like doing that now would be almost unthinkable for this kind of books because of how they are all owned and structured
I,
and all of this.
if I'm honest, I won't go too far, read too much into
Yeah,
what they were doing to Superman in the 40s. So please, I beg. um,
fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, so yeah,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Fair
But
enough. Yeah,
also you are right that a lot liberals tend to
yeah,
be in the arts. So people writing comics generally, because Frank Miller is also a comic writer,
Mm.
yeah.
but generally they tend to be more liberal, more
I think
left-minded.
yeah, but
Generally,
yeah, but the big two would struggle with making
DC struggle the most.
with selling stories
Oh yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like the independents
Yeah.
would get away with, and because remember that comic books, whether or not we like it, they are a declining
Yeah,
Medium.
yeah, yeah,
media
yeah, yeah, yeah,
or
yeah,
medium.
No,
yeah.
that
Sorry,
I
a
disagree.
declining medium. I think they are,
The big
particularly
two,
the
the
big
big
ones.
two
Yeah, the
are
big two.
I
Sorry, let me
declining
say the
medium,
big
but
two.
the big
Yeah.
two are declining. But
Yeah.
every other form of graphic
Let me
novels
say the big two.
is growing. They are growing
Yeah,
massively.
let me take that
Yeah,
back. Let me say
Yeah.
the big two. So for them, it's like, okay, we are trying to win people. Do we really want to upset
La-
this
Yeah.
massive contingent of people here that are still managing to buy our books?
Yeah.
Do we want them to say, that's why now if they want to, if people want to tell stories now, they'll do it via series. They'll be like, okay, we'll do a standalone limited series, and we can tell anything. We can tell a story like Adolescence, where it's a child that kills
Yeah.
another child,
yeah.
or where it is we are following something like Dexter, where the main hero
Yeah. Yeah.
is actually a serial killer. So those are where we can tell a bit more dark stories. Those big two would shy away from it, but I think at least maybe with
And
the independence, like the
oh,
images and
it makes me
more
laugh
so.
because when you say the big two, I remember DC was before it was the big one, which was DC, and they were winning, and obviously they won't rock the boat. Marvel were not winning.
Mm.
They only started winning when they started rocking the boat. I started targeting a certain segment, like university students. But once
Yeah.
they got big, as well,
Yeah.
they joined the what do you call it, the establishment.
Yeah. Now
They
you
became
have to feed this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then now we have image, we have independence, and don't know. I would even call him Valiant. I'm not sure if I would call him Valiant.
No, but because I was surprised when you said the biggest selling books in America, comic
Mm.
books in America, is not from the big two, and they are outselling them by multiples.
So
Like
are you talking manga?
not manga,
I
Oh,
bone.
think he's talking about the
Bone and Co.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay, okay, okay.
yeah, and the way those ones are selling, they are selling millions,
absolutely.
way more than what these two are selling. Like if you combine the big two for the last 10 years, all their sales will probably be 1 year of sales for Bone. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so it's not as if there's not a market for these stories. There's a market for this. People are still reading graphic novels. It's just that the stories these two are telling, it's for a far declining, is it for a declining audience,
Yeah.
and they are not updating it to the times, or they are
Yeah.
not making the right changes. I really don't know what their problem is, but
No, you've become too big. It happens with most. The big ship becomes so big, it's hard to steer. It's hard to change
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, how do you go to your boss and say, listen, oh, by the way, we're printing 50 comics every week. We want to reduce that down to 2. It might be the right thing to do long term, but can you imagine that
yeah,
conversation in the boardroom?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway.
yeah, okay.
No, yeah.
Let's go
So
into
let's
the economics
read
of
from
comics
this.
and
Yeah, there are several topics that we can take episodes
yeah.
for to discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. Next week, what are we talking about? Comic books next week.
Yes,
Strictly comic books.
current
strictly
ones.
comic
Yeah, yeah,
books.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good, good,
strictly
good.
comic books next week. We'll tell you what we're reading and what you should be reading and what you should not be reading. Absolute flash. I had to sneak that one in. I just shanked that one inside.
Dark Rice is looking at you with side eye right now.
Guys, remember
Mm,
to rate, like, subscribe,
subscribe,
just
yeah.
on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and we'll talk to you next week. Today,
Yeah,
say
goodbye,
goodbye.
guys. Please check out the books we've recommended. They're very good books. I think most people should read. And see you guys next week.
Tabo.
Thanks again, listeners. Please ignore that last cheap shot about the Flash. But hopefully we'll see you later.
Yeah.
Niger nerds.